Hey guys, welcome back to Control Z Crypto. So I just wanted to do a hopefully pretty short PSA around Multimatic. So I released a video yesterday, probably I think about 16 hours ago, talking about how it was about to die. The contract balance was just dropping drastically. It hit, I think it dropped about 400,000 in just a couple of hours from a million. It was hitting below 500,000. It looked like it only had a few hours to go. So it seems that since then the owners, the devs, have pulled some shenanigans on the website. So there's a few comments on my video there just calling that out. So people who have tried to withdraw came to an end, were forced to snooze for 7 days against their wishes. So this is a bit of a problem. Basically, it looks like they've tried to shut down withdrawals on this, firstly by doing something pretty dodgy, which is kind of turning this withdraw button into a snooze button. So people hit withdraw, they want to withdraw, and it's automatically snoozing them, and that means that they can't access their funds in a week, by which time obviously the contract balance will be gone. They've changed that since. So at the moment, I don't actually have any withdrawable funds, but if you hit this withdraw button, you're presented with an error saying withdrawals are currently disabled to protect the health of the protocol. Please try again later. Now, this is seriously dodgy. It's obviously not acceptable for anyone who has kind of in good faith gone in and made an investment on this site, expecting that they're going to get their money back, and it's going to do what it tells them to do. So if you know anything about these ROI apps, you'll understand that they are Ponzi schemes, and that they have a limited lifespan. And I just want to push back on what I get a lot of comments around Multimatic, and people saying that, hey, it's a great project. The devs are good. They're doing new work. They're kind of building an ecosystem. I've said this before when Matic Staker died. I mean, within DeFi, especially when you're looking at these apps, my advice, and in the context of this PSA, my advice is don't trust anyone. Don't think that anyone is here to help you or here to deliver a quality product that you can believe in. This is the Wild West. There's no accountability. There won't be any accountability for the Multimatic guys. I don't know if they've been doxxed or if people know who they are, but there's no accountability. It's unregulated. They can kind of walk away. The game here is that they get 10% out of what's been staked. So 175,000 Matic, over 200 grand for essentially a few weeks worth of work there. So it shouldn't be any surprise to me, and I've said this consistently, that don't ever place your trust in devs or communities or anything along those lines. And I understand that there's another issue here where people are getting burned, even if they didn't trust it, even if they thought, well, I don't trust them, but going by the numbers, I want to get in on the 14 days on day one, and I'm going to be able to get it out on day 14. So I'm not making any comment there. I'm just kind of making a general comment. Don't believe in devs. Don't believe in what the marketing is and what these people say. And I've heard a lot of people say, oh, they're trying to build something big here, but really, that you're talking about people who operate a Ponzi scheme, and it shouldn't come as a surprise that they may eventually turn dodgy. Some of them won't. Some of them seem to kind of stand by their product and seem to have good engagement. And I think someone commented on another one where they paid people back where there was an issue. That's all fine, but look, they're here to make money. They're here to run this. And it may be a quick buck. They might just want to do this once, or they may want to establish kind of a recurring ROI app like Stable One have done, where they just have a V2, V3, V4, and it just keeps going, and maybe it has some longevity that way. But individually speaking, these are all short-term plays on the part of the devs. They can they make their money quickly, and if they want to, they can kind of disappear without a trace and without repercussions. So, once again, don't trust anyone. This is not a space where you can trust people. This is not a space where you can believe what people are telling you. Just remember, it's all about what's on the chain. It's all about that contract, what's in the contract, and are there any back doors that they can take advantage of, and is there a way they can scam you? Always assume, I think it's a good posture to have in DeFi. Always assume that you're about to get scammed and that people are trying to scam you. So that's PSA number 2. The third PSA I will just say is, what do you do in this situation where Multimatic has essentially blocked withdrawals on their website? You can see that there's a pop-up. It says, please try again later. I don't think that it's going to be enabled later, but we'll see. You don't have to even use the front end. And the more I am in this kind of ROI space and I see this happen again and again, I think I'm going to start interacting directly with the contract and not relying on the website, because, as people found out, they can replace this button that says withdrawal with anything they want. They can replace it with snooze like they have, or they can block their website. The third PSA here is you don't have to rely on the website. Just go to the contract. Contract button is here. That will load the contract directly on Polyscan, and the devs can't touch this contract. The great thing about crypto and smart contracts is once this is on the blockchain, assuming that there are no backdoors and loopholes, which the audit shows us that there's not, anyone can interact with this, and anyone can go directly to the chain, and you don't have to rely on the website. So the fact that that button is there shouldn't really stop you. There's a problem there if your withdrawal has been snoozed for a week, then obviously you can't get that out through the contract. But for everyone else, just go to the contract. You can go write contract, and you can access all of the features that contract enables directly from there. So if you were to connect your wallet via this connect to Web3, and then hit the right button on the withdraw, and that basically does the same thing as withdrawing on the website. So just keep that in mind. You always have that option. In my opinion, it's best practice only to interact with this if you can, especially given what Multimatic seems to be doing in the background on their website. But keep that up your sleeve. You can do this on any smart contract, any ROI app. Doesn't matter. You can use this feature directly on Polygon Scan. Some of these you may require a little bit of knowledge. If there's plan references, how that's built out in the code, it could be complicated if you don't know what you're doing. But the withdrawal is pretty easy. There's only one button. You connect your wallet, you withdraw, and you're done. So hopefully this video helps a few people. Look, and I will say one more thing. If you don't understand, if you're here because you had you believed in Multimatic and you thought that they were kind of good operators and they had your best interests at heart, take a look at some of my other videos or other people's videos if you want. I'm not trying to get you to watch my videos. Explaining what ROI apps are and how they're set up and where the money comes from, and they're Ponzi schemes. You should be aware of that going in. And I say that because I was having a look at this before, and look, even as recently as 9 hours ago, or just over 8 hours ago, we've still got people depositing into this. So 75 Matic, 435 Matic, 9 hours and 50 minutes ago. This is, we say people know what they're doing, and people should know how this operates, but clearly they don't. If you're putting money into Multimatic today in the last 8 hours, you don't know how this works, because you've got a contract balance dropping to 0. You've got a 14-day lock period. You're not going to get your money out. So please, if you're investing in any of this, do your own research. Please understand how they work. As I said, there's a lot of videos on this channel explaining how these work and kind of getting really into the weeds and trying to model how long it will take, your risk based on how long you invest and how long they have to last. So that's a lot of what I do. So if you're interested, please check that out. But apart from that, I hope this has been helpful to you guys, and see you in the next video.